Happy Monday, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV, where we have some special guests, of course, in the studio, as always. Well, this is our good friend Rachel and our good friend Jan, and we are going to be talking about one of the coolest events of the summer.
Raccoon.
Is it? Do we say spring or summer?
Yeah. I call it summer.
Summer kickoff.
To me, it's June.
Yeah.
It's summer.
Summer. Yeah. Let's go with summer.
Maybe not by the...
Maybe it'll get warm then if we say summer. But no, Raccoon Creek Market out at Buckeye Furnace, and that will be coming up not this coming weekend, but the following Saturday. And it is now in its third year. Yep. Mm-hmm. And this is super exciting, and we're going to find out about all the fun vendors and some of the great things going on at the market. But first, we have some messages, and then we'll be right back.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
All right, and we are back with Rachel and Jan from the Raccoon Creek Market. And third year, can you believe it already?
Yeah.
I know.
It's nice.
It's been great.
It's nice.
The 2 years previous, it's the one event that I've been involved with for the many different organizations that took off great from the beginning.
Oh my gosh.
It took off huge the first year. So
it is amazing.
We're really happy with the progress that we're making with it. Rachel works hard on it for months at a time.
Yes, you do. Thank you for that. Well, you know, and there are so many talented artisans in our area, and it's such a really beautiful venue for them to be able to showcase all of their stuff and to get everybody, you know, in one place at one time. And that way you can, as the consumer, can come and right. You know, just see all of the cool local art and stuff that people make.
Unique stuff.
Yes, very unique stuff. Yep. So, and yeah, Rachel, you actually brought, and we have some pictures too, but you brought a list of some of the vendors, which I think would be really, really cool to kind of hear. And I know that you know them and can kind of explain what a lot of them do, which is cool.
We do have, you know, several of the ones that have come for like the past 1 to 2 years. And then we have some new ones, and some of them, you know, are truly like the Jackson County-ish area, and then we're kind of branching out and kind of getting out there just a little bit more. So yeah, we've got I don't know if I want to go through the whole list. We've got Honey from Gallia Bees. We've got Granny's Girly Goodies, and she comes from like towards Belpre.
Okay.
This is her. Yeah, this is Elizabeth's third year coming, and she has all sorts of bath and bodies. She's the only one if you love bath bombs, she's our bath bomb girl.
That sounds great.
So she's coming a long distance. This year is new, a Pup in a Cup tea company. It's two ladies. They sell loose leaf tea.
Fun.
Yes.
Do they have a pup?
I don't believe they bring the dog, but I'm not quite sure. Actually, I just met them at another market earlier this year, so I'm like, you girls need to come. So we have two full-out vintage vendors. The Vintage Heifer, which you'll find Lisa at Ellie Mills Mercantile on Broadway.
Yes.
And Ellie Mills is also one of our sponsors this year.
Very fitting for that.
Yes. I'll do a plug real quick. Along with Jenkins Community and Jerry's Do It Center, both in Wellston.
Very cool.
So thank you to them for supporting all of these folks and this whole market. So we greatly appreciate that.
Yes, very much.
So we've got Lisa from the Vintage Heifer, and then we've got a gal. Oh, her name's like right there. Vintage Pickens. Vintage Pickens, and she's got a booth at a place in Waverly.
Oh, okay.
So and she's coming with
Cool.
a big booth.
Nice.
A double booth.
Mm-hmm.
And her daughter-in-law, Jade Eclectics, she crochets and knits clothing and accessories and
Okay,
what have
that's
you.
really cool.
So she's coming so at the radio they were talking about gifts for dads. Well, we have
It is Father's Day weekend.
yes,
Yes.
BAMF Beard Company. I'm not sure. So they have all sorts of beard
Yeah.
Products.
products.
Yes, because the guys have to style
The
them
guys,
too.
yes, and make it soft.
They like them nice and soft for the ladies.
Yes, that's right. And we
for-
ladies like
for
them
the-
nice and soft.
Well, and then the ones that have the beards that come down to here, for like the squirrels that hide in there.
Yeah,
sometimes.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So we've got Beveled Bee custom leather work. Eden Design. She's a younger girl. She makes beautiful clay earrings.
Oh, cool.
Yes, they're beautiful. I do not have the patience to make these big little
Oh, I
things.
know.
And then our sourdough bread girl, Casey.
Yes.
She's coming with bread. She's grown a lot. Rumor has it, like I said, pretzel bites. Her mother makes the most amazing scones.
Oh.
I visit more than once.
No wonder she's smiling. She gets to stand there and smell that
She's
all day
just-
long. Like,
Well,
look at how happy she is. I would be too.
She sells out every year.
Oh, I'll bet.
She sells
she's
out.
and she's last year was her first year even just making her bread.
Oh.
So she's coming into her, and this was our last year's market was her first ever market.
Oh my gosh.
So yes, she
Amazing.
does. Her bread is absolutely delicious. We've got Fire Girl Pyrography. She's coming back along with her mom. And those two, they're a hoot. You need to be around when they're putting their tent up.
or not.
It's hilarious. No, they laugh. I don't even know how they get their tent up. They have so much fun just putting the tent up. That's great. But her mom makes rag rugs.
Okay.
We do have a girl come in, and she's out. She's west of Chillicothe somewhere. Her name is Suzanne. I remember that one. She makes quilts.
Oh.
And she does have an Etsy shop as well.
Okay.
Candles, Mama Duck's Apothecary. A lot of people should know her. She's been around for a long time. She's down towards Gallipolis, but she sets up in Jackson quite a bit and what have you, works and wanders. She has all sorts of tallow products.
Yes.
She's great. She's got everything from bear and elk tallow. I mean, all sorts of.
It's really cool.
It is.
I think that's an interesting thing where you should talk to the vendor and find out like the health benefits and whatever. Because
Absolutely.
I think she was in the other day and we were chatting about at the not here, but at the
Julie
tap
Sayer,
room.
yeah.
And we were talking about different things.
Yeah, she's great. And then the other kind of herbal lotiony sort of stuff is Wild Essence. She has salves. Mm-hmm. So it's not really lotion, but so she's coming this year. She's a real nice girl. Let's see who else. Plants. We have Nikki coming back with her indoor plants.
Well, I'm probably gonna need that after my. You don't even want to hear my tale of woe about plants.
And then
Me and the deer, we've got some issues. But anyway,
Need a mediary.
and then we have Amy from Long Hollow. She comes from Frankfurt.
Okay.
And she comes out for the fall festival as well with her outdoor plants.
Okay.
So both fabulous girls, and they know each other. They're good friends. So and then there's just a whole bunch of other little things that are kind of in there. Perfect Storm Creations, she's local. She makes all sorts of resin, sort of like keychains and tags and excuse me, that sort of stuff. So.
Okay.
Parallel Creations, she does some repurposing and some vintagey looking sort of stuff. And there's Tom Greer. He is bringing. He makes these, and they're at Ellie Mills. They're these huge wooden flags, and they're kind of wavy and what
cool.
have you. So so he's bringing those. So yeah, that's about.
And then, are you going to be set up?
I am going to be set up. I have some vintage stuff, and then I've been since last year, for about the last 9 months or so, I repurposed quilts and linens and what have you. Well, I just made this coat, but I don't.
Show this.
It's beautiful.
It's the only coat I've made, and it's not quite up to my standards, so I haven't sold it. So.
Whatever.
at
Just
this-
show your coat.
What do you mean not up to your standards?
It's not.
It looks great.
It's awesome.
So, but
I mean, there's 2 arms. It's fine.
So, but bags and little purses, and I've got some critters, dogs and bunnies and what have you. And I have a booth
stuff.
at Ellie Mills as well.
Yeah, I'll tell you something interesting. Rachel's always looking for something, and when she finds it, then she goes crazy over it. And I had asked her a while back. I had a cousin whose husband had passed away, and she gave me a couple of his shirts, and I had her make a teddy bear and a bunny.
No, it's a dog.
Dog. I'm sorry, dog. Yes.
They're similar.
Floppy. Yeah. Yeah. And so, but anyway, to give to her and her kids so they could
Perfect.
hug their dad's shirt.
that is such a
and
good
she did such a
idea.
great job of it.
Aw.
Yeah, so she's a very talented person, but she goes crazy trying to, just busy.
She's always on the hunt
something.
for something.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what. We have downloaded some pictures. Do you want to go through those and kind of explain what's going on with them? Just so, and these are from last year.
Yeah.
So that you can kind of get a hint of what that you will see next Saturday.
2 Saturdays.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not
Yeah.
this Saturday, but next Saturday.
Right.
Yeah.
The 14th.
So
Yes.
this is the inside of the museum.
Which will be open, by the way.
Yep, the museum and the gift
So
shop.
cool.
Yep. So all sorts of this is more Jan's.
Yeah, Jan, you want to explain what?
Well,
This is Jan's
this is
department.
what we refer to as the museum and the company store. The center room is mostly displays. There are a few items for sale. On the right-hand counter there, you can see where we have different educational signage, and we have a setup of the different ore and limestone and everything. And we
That's
can do
really
an
cool.
educational presentation to explain to people how everything works if they're interested. And most of the people that do come out are interested. And then in the room on the left-hand side is the gift shop, which we have all kinds of things in, which Tammy Mash is in charge of that. She takes care of that. We are gradually phasing out things that we have in the gift shop that we purchase from companies and trying to replace those with people who make things.
Okay.
And so that's gradually happening over a period of time. Some of the jewelry and stuff that we make there. There's an interesting little... we have a lady who makes the old-fashioned paper beads for us.
Oh, wow.
And then we buy the paper beads from her, and then Tammy takes the paper beads and then some stones and makes bracelets.
Oh,
and
that
stuff
would be
like that.
beautiful.
Oh,
So,
that's beautiful.
there's all kinds of neat things in the gift shop, too.
Sure.
Tell them the story about the cannonball.
The cannonball.
The cannonball story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, everybody knows.
I have not forgotten that
This
story.
whole area is very full of history. I mean, everywhere. I mean, you got Salt Lake Village, you've got Buckeye Furnace, you've got Leo Petroglyph, and Berlin Crossroads.
Yeah.
Very major site that a lot of people
Big
don't
site.
know about. I mean, it was Underground Railroad and a battle with John Hunt Morgan's men.
Yep.
Now we have a couple little cannonballs up at the
can see it in that
up
one
the
picture in the
store.
corner.
And the thing of it is, everybody seems to think cannonballs are this big.
Yeah, I mean, I do.
No, there's small
tiny.
cannonballs.
Oh.
There's different sizes because when people like John Hunt Morgan, when they're traveling, they can't take a big cannon.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, so they have a small cannon and it shoots small balls. And we have a couple of cannonballs on display there that came from
From Berlin?
From Berlin.
That's awesome.
And we had a gentleman come in one day. He just pulled into our driveway, and he hopped out of his truck, and he looked at us. He lives out near Wilkesville.
Uh-huh.
And he said, I don't know if you'll know what this is or not, but my dog, in his pen, he dug this up in his pen. And he showed us this round iron ball. And we looked at it, and we said, yeah, it's a cannonball. His dog had dug a cannonball up in his yard.
I love this.
So, you know,
Thanks,
you
Buster.
never know what you're going to come across. You really do not.
That is pretty cool.
So, you know,
It's a
and we
neat
get
story.
a lot of history out there. We actually have a full-size pig. You know, pig iron is bars. You know. And the pig iron actually came from a gentleman that lives close out there. He was older when he gave it to us to display out there, that he found in the creek.
Oh,
Because at one point in time, they thought they were going to be able to transport iron ore down the creek. Well, no, it's an anchor.
why would they think that?
But he had dug this up out of the creek,
That is
and
super
that's
cool.
actually on display out there. So there's a lot of neat stuff going on.
Very good. So yeah, so this market is totally family friendly, and I heard you talking on the radio about some of the kid events. And
Right.
you want to mention some of those because you know. If you have to bring the kids along, number one, it is a fun educational thing. Everyone should see Buckeye Furnace. I can remember Mom taking me when I was a little kid, and I still remember it like it was yesterday. But there's also some fun events for the kids to do too. So it's educational and a lot of fun.
Yeah, to kind of give the kids something to do, because who really wants
Mom's
to go
making
shopping
me
with
shop.
Mom? I want to go.
Yeah.
So we've incorporated a scavenger hunt, and so when you come right in, there will be a tent sitting right there, and the kids can grab a card, and there's 8 that they have to find their pictures that are in booths throughout the vendors, and they have to find that picture. The vendor just initials it, and then when they fill out the card, they can go up to the museum and get their goodie bag. And then,
They get a prize.
yep,
Yeah.
last year's theme was bugs. This year's theme is birds.
Love that.
So there's lots of neat little things
So-
that'll be in the gift bags for
Yeah, so, and I mean, the older ones, they're just all over the place and running around and what have you. So
And Shelly's very popular with the kids
Shelley's
too.
popular
So
with the
they
kids.
play with
Yep.
the kid. You know,
Yep. She
she'll
hangs
lay
out.
down, just rub my
belly
belly.
rub.
Yep. Shelly the dog.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she has a lot of fun, and you know, and she eats all day long because everybody feeds her.
Feeds-
Well, of course, of course. And speaking of food,
Yes, we have the sour pig with barbecue and lemonade shake-ups. They're coming. She's out of Chillicothe. And then we have a new vendor, so we say, called Creekside Concessions.
Yep.
With hot dogs and sausages.
very cool.
So it's going to be a lot of fun with the musicians there.
Yep.
Speaking of musicians,
Musicians, we have Andy Milliken coming back for a 3rd year. 10:30 to 11:30. We have Ben Davis Jr. coming back for a 2nd year.
Yep.
For, 11:30 to 12:30. Morgan Washam is back this year. He was there for the 1st year.
Yep.
Let's see, what time am I?
12:30 to 1:30.
12:30 to 1:30. And then we have a new gal, a younger girl. She's out of Athens, Emmeline Duquette.
that's
So-
a fun name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's a younger girl, and I know she's bringing someone with her, I believe. So
Very fun.
So she kind of got in after I've made up all of my little posters and what have you. But yes, we're
Yeah,
excited to
there's a
have her
little
too.
variety of
Yes.
Yeah.
of different musicians to.
We
yeah,
needed
from
a girl
10:30
in
to
there.
2:30. Yeah,
Yeah, we needed a girl
power.
in there. Ugh, yeah.
Yeah, and after that we may have a little music on.
Yeah, we'll just put on some sort
Yeah.
of
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
speaker
But,
radio
uh,
afterwards.
Basically stick to country and
Yeah.
you know that's our nature. That's where we are.
Yep.
No doubt. And you know, if you haven't been out to Buckeye Furnace, or even in a while, you know, this is a perfect opportunity to go out there and visit, see the gift shop, see all of these vendors, get you something good to eat, bring the kids, bring your dog.
Yep, dogs are welcome. Absolutely.
And you guys got to meet Marley out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, my sweet Marley. And so, yeah, and of course your puppy's going to be there too.
Oh, Shelly's always there.
Shelly's always there.
She greets everybody who comes every day.
Shelly loves everybody.
She does.
She
She's
does.
very, very lovable dog.
And here's the deal. If you see Shelly out and about, do not put her in your car and take her
No.
somewhere. She's not lost.
No, she's not
Yeah, I'm
lost.
sorry.
That actually
Yeah.
did happen once.
It
Yeah.
did. And actually, I saw somebody at the fall festival walking with her with a leash. I'm like, where are you going with Shelly? Well, we thought she was lost dog.
Yeah, and the problem being that Shelly will not wear a collar. I apologize for that. We have tried and tried and tried. Somewhere out in the woods, there's a pile of collars because every time we put a collar on that dog, she goes out to the woods and comes back without it.
So I have a friend that had a dog show up at her farm, and it was the same way. He would lose his sweetest dog in the world, sit on your lap, whatever. Try to put a collar. I don't know what happened to him in his lifetime.
Yeah.
But it wasn't happening.
Yeah, she just absolutely refuses. And, like I said, we've spent a fortune on
itchy.
collars.
Maybe.
Someday some archaeologist or somebody's going to be out in the
You're
woods
going to find my dog collars
and
too.
find a stack of dog collars
yep.
and try to figure out what was going on here.
Yeah.
That's right. What kind of weird ritual was this?
But yeah, Shelly's very friendly, and yeah, she did disappear once for 7 months, and we were very fortunate. The people that had her took excellent care of her. She was in good health, and we got her back, and the site is her home. I mean, that's just all there is to it.
Lives there. Like,
Oh, yeah.
She
it's
knows.
it's her
Yeah, when
deal.
we drive to the store on weekends, she knows exactly when we're going to go to the store. She has to lead us from the house up to the museum like a little parade. Like that's her responsibility, duty to do that. It's amazing.
See, you're in good paws with Shelly.
Absolutely.
So you can come out and see her as well, and bring the whole family. That's
Absolutely. Bring the whole family.
That's the fun part of it.
I mean, there's plenty of things to look at. If Dad's not interested in shopping, the whole site is open.
right.
Yeah.
You can just walk around and look.
And we have all
And it's
kinds
so
of pamphlets
peaceful.
and everything that will give you information about the site and the buildings, the structures, how iron was produced, how charcoal was produced.
And that's Buckeye Furnace is one of only 2 or 3? Three fully restored furnaces in the country.
Yeah.
And we have one, we have it right here.
Yeah, one in Massachusetts, one in Pennsylvania, and one here. And we actually had a lady this past weekend who came in who lives close to the one in Pennsylvania, and she came to Ohio specifically to see ours.
Really?
And she was talking about the differences between the two, and I gave her the tour and gave her the talk about, this is our iron and this is a raw iron from the ground, and went through all that. And she said it was, quite interesting. So,
See, you just never know.
we get people from all over the country.
Isn't that wild?
And we get a few people from outside the country, people who are here visiting, and end up at Buckeye Furnace. But they're all very interested in it, so that's great.
It makes total sense that people would be interested. I mean, one of 3 in the country? Are you kidding me?
We need to keep these sites open.
Yeah.
We need to keep all the historic stuff going.
Absolutely, because if we don't, then it's just lost, and that would be a shame.
That would be awful.
Absolutely would be awful.
All right, so Raccoon Creek Market, not this coming Saturday, but the following on the 14th, and it is Father's Day weekend, so it's a perfect opportunity to grab something for Dad as well.
Something for Dad, but then for all of those early holiday shoppers.
Oh my
gosh,
when
I
they
know,
purchase
yes.
it in June, they actually know where they hit it come December, because
Yeah.
I'm not one of them.
There's one more person I want to mention that you didn't get to mention on here. We actually have the author of the book about the charcoal iron region, the Hanging Rock
Hanging
region.
Rock region.
He wrote
Oh,
a book.
okay.
He wrote a book, and he's going to be there at
He's
the
coming up
event
from
with his
Kentucky.
books. He's
Oh,
coming up
wow.
from Kentucky to visit with people and talk to stuff. And we're putting his book in our gift shop also, along with Mike
Awesome.
Stroths and Bob
Irvin.
Irvin.
Yep.
Yeah. We have their
Very
books in
fitting.
there.
Yep.
And we're looking forward to visiting with him. It's a fun event. We actually, our president of Friends of Buckeye Furnace, Jim Meacham, his daughter and granddaughter are flying up from Texas to help.
Yep.
They do the fall festival and they do the June event. And they especially love to come up and stock up on the
tallow.
On the tallow.
Oh, yeah.
On the tallow products.
Very cool.
And then his other daughter, who lives in Nebraska, she comes for the fall festival and helps. So they're, his family comes in.
It's a family affair.
Yeah, they
Love
fly
that.
in. It's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, really helps us up.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Oh,
All right. Well,
no,
very
we've got
good.
fantastic vendors.
Fantastic weather. I don't want to hear
weather.
anything otherwise.
Nope, it's going to be
We've
awesome.
got
Great
music and food and
Something for everyone
Yep, you
there.
can
And the kids.
And the kids.
Yep, follow us
And
on
the
Facebook
kids.
and Instagram, and I know I need to get the vendor list on the website, but we've got pictures on the website as well.
Okay.
So buckeyefurnace.org. You can see the full website for the furnace itself, plus the fall festival and the Raccoon Creek Market also have their pages. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I think we've got some fantastic vendors again this year.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'll give you a watered down version when we have visitors come in and we're telling them about our fall festival and about the June event and stuff, and they're leaving, and we get to meet such nice people out there that come out to visit. And I tell them, okay, now I'm going to give you that southeastern hi. Y'all come back now, yeah. I'm going to give you, y'all come out, you hear?
There you go.
We
Don't
look
mess
forward to
with
seeing
Jan. She says come out, you better.
It will definitely be worth your while.
It will
Yeah,
be.
it is yes.
And honestly, Buckeye Furnace, I mean, if you don't go out there, you're not super familiar, it's okay. Just put it in your GPS and it will get you there.
It is super easy. It
Yeah.
is right off of 124, turn onto Buckeye Furnace Road, and then
Turn on the Buckeye Park
and
Road.
you kind of got to do this a little bit, and then you
You do this a little bit.
Okay,
yeah.
do not ask Rachel for directions.
Turn at the Mossy Rock.
Watch
and,
for the brown signs that say Buckeye Furnace.
yeah, just follow those. But no, you can totally put it in your GPS and it will get you there.
it will get you there.
So, yeah, that's the easiest. All right, well, girls, thank you so much.
Yep,
Thank you for having us.
Very, very fun. Every time you come in, we always enjoy it. And we do have another guest waiting in the wings, and it's Mr. Sheryl, and he's going to be talking about Kiwanis stuff. So we will be back after these messages.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, a telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Saturday, August 16th is Southern Rock Woodstock in the Gallipolis Fairgrounds. This event will feature 3 decades of original artists and legends, such as Leonard Skinner, 38 Special, and Molly Hatchet. In light of this event, Total Media will be giving away 4 VIP tickets. For a chance to win these exclusive passes, comment your favorite Southern Rock song, and our staff will vote on which one is the best. Good luck, and may the best man rock out.
All right, and we are back with, well, we'll say Mr. Sheryl or Eric.
Eric works.
He gets tired of us saying that.
It's all in fun.
Yeah, it is. It is, absolutely. And Eric, you are here today representing the Kiwanis Club.
I am.
And because when spring comes around, all year round, the Kiwanis is doing things, but you all really kick into gear when it gets to this time of the year.
Oh, yeah. We've been incredibly busy
Oh, my
since the
gosh.
first year. I can't believe it's June already.
I know.
And this is actually my 1-year anniversary here.
Is it?
It is.
Well, congratulations.
But yeah, I was going to give everybody an update of what we've been up to this year.
Please.
First off, the last time I was here, I was promoting the Easter egg hunt, and I was thrilled that over 300 kids showed up at Manpower Park to hunt out our 10,000 eggs that we hid out there.
And it took them all of about 14 seconds to do so.
It took about 14 seconds to pull it out. But the fun part was, guess who was our bunny rabbit this year?
Ooh.
That would be Sheryl. So somehow we're going to have to get back at her with that.
I love that.
That was-
Do we have photographic evidence of that
there
anywhere?
is if you go to the Kiwanis site.
Adrian's on it.
We've also given out a bunch of scholarships.
Yes.
Which
is huge.
We just finished. We gave $1,200 scholarships to Richie Hart with Wellston High School, Sabella McCarthy from Jackson, and Brody Brunton from Oak Hill. They each received a $1,200 scholarship. We gave the elementary schools, each of the 4 elementary schools, $650 each for their field trip programs.
Oh, that's so good.
Because we're firm believers in education occurs outside the classroom.
Absolutely.
Just as important as what
You
you do
got
in
it.
the classroom.
You're not kidding.
And then probably what most people noticed is we were out there in the rain a couple of weeks ago planting all the flowers down Main Street. And that was a lot of fun. It was cold and wet, but we got them up.
Brings the downtown to life.
It does. And I heard you talking about your flowers. I think we got the last flowers from Marvin's Gardens, because that's who provided our flowers this year. I guess they do it every year.
They do, and Marvin's
beautiful.
Gardens. Oh my gosh, because they raise them themselves. They're so healthy and happy. The plants are so.
They were troopers too out there. They thought we were nuts.
Hey,
They
listen.
go, really? You want us to bring the flowers out here?
Listen, if you're going to plant anything this year, you have to do it in the cold and rain.
That's true. But the main reason I'm here today is this weekend coming up is our Bash in the Park.
Okay.
And that's a chance for you to get the kids out of the house, because I figure by now we're a week into summer vacation, so they're absolutely bored at home.
Already.
Driving you crazy. So bring them down to Manpower Park this weekend, or this Saturday, from 12 to 2, and we will feed them.
Okay.
Free hot dogs, chips, water, ice pops. And then we got a bunch of activities. We've got
Fun.
Rockin Reggie. I understand he's a legend. Every time
Rockin Reggie is definitely a legend.
everybody in this town knows him but me. So I'm looking forward to meeting Rockin Reggie this year.
He's very odd because he's like 15 places at once all the time. I don't know how he does it.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
A party amongst himself.
Yes.
We're going to have a bounce house.
Okay.
Which everybody loves a bounce house.
Of course.
And then we're supposed to have the police, fire, EMS, and highway patrol come down with their vehicles
Like a
and their
touch a truck
personnel.
thing.
Yes,
Fun.
exactly. So that's kind of cool. And then most importantly, we're going to have traditional games. We got to get the kids away from the screens and
Love it.
outside to have fun. So we're going to have kickball and pick the duck and ring toss and limbo and this other games you can play outside in the grass and bring back the old time entertainment that we grew up on.
Of course.
So that's Bash in the Park this weekend, 12 to 2. Or this Saturday. I keep saying weekend, but
What? Adrian's raising his hand. You may speak, Adrian.
So Sheryl sent me this.
Oh.
that's our 2 granddaughters, and
How cute.
Sheryl dressed up as a Easter bunny.
Well, we now have pictorial evidence.
Jackson's only Jewish Easter bunny. That's got to be a first
awesome.
in anywhere.
Yeah, right?
But she was awesome. I've had people come up and say, man, who did you have for the bunny this year?
Oh, that's
They
so
were
good.
so good. She was so great with all the kids.
Love it.
I don't think she enjoyed sweating in that costume.
No,
but,
that costume gets hot.
But
I know.
But that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
coming up, I mean, we don't rest at Kiwanis. We keep going.
Absolutely not. And the great thing about Kiwanis is everything that you do goes back into the community, and it's for the kids.
100%.
For our youth.
100% of everything we do go back, and it's our kids. It's all Jackson
All
County,
of our kids.
mostly Jackson City kids, and that's what we live by.
Yeah, absolutely. So you have events all summer. So.
Right. Well, and people probably wonder, well, how do we pay for all this stuff?
Sure.
We have a fundraiser coming up, and I'm sure in a couple of weeks, Mark Carmen will be in to talk about it, because he's kind of in charge of this one. But I will give it a pre-plug.
Okay.
It's our annual golf tournament coming up in June at Franklin Valley Golf Course. It's $280 per team of 4, and that includes your 18 rounds of golf, your cart, and we feed you a good dinner and snacks throughout the day and greens fields, and I think we even throw in a shirt. A skirt. I don't know what that is. I don't play golf.
It's something with the
Golf?
game of golf.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I saw that and I go, what is a skirt? And then we have, there'll be cash prizes for first, second, third prize.
Well, of course.
That will be coming up July 13th.
Okay.
So if you're got a party of 4 that you want to play some golf, hit Mark up. That's the easiest way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everybody knows where to find him.
He's easy to find, yes. Go on out to Carman's.
So, that's...
So the golf tournament will be coming up in July.
Correct.
So make sure that you make plans now. Shouldn't be hard to find 4 people to put on a team because, there's a lot of golfers in our area.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like I say, I'm still new to the area, learning everything. Are there other courses other than Franklin? I've only been out to Franklin.
We do have the country club course, which is beautiful. It's a 9-hole course.
Okay.
So, and then, there's all kind of golf courses around here. But here in Jackson, those would be the
driving through everybody's lawn looks like a golf course. Oh. I finally got mine mowed this weekend.
You and I were talking about battling with the deer off the air. Yes. So in California, when you lived there, did you have to battle deer?
No, we were where we lived, it was more suburban. So we had coyotes, but didn't have any deer. Though we do own
coyotes don't really eat your garden, do they?
No, they will eat your little pups and
they will eat your
cats.
Cats, but not.
But we do also have a house up in Northern California where it's a little bit more rural, and we had deer up there. And they'll come right up to your back porch and eat out of your hand.
Well, herein lies my problem this morning, and you got to hear my tale of woe, where I went and my husband and I went to a garden center yesterday and finally got some flowers because I didn't want to plant them before we went on vacation because I didn't want to have to ask anybody to plant sit while I was gone. And woke up this morning and I had set them out, and as I do every year, in exactly the same place that I set them every year, and was getting ready to plant them this evening, and I pulled out of my garage and there's no plants.
Yeah, I am.
There's plastic tubs with little green shoots sticking out of them, and that's it.
I've been warned about that. We just got our garden planted, and everybody says, they're going to come eat them. They're going to come eat them.
They will.
It's just so beautiful having the garden beds out there and the plants and without the fence around it. But
I know.
I have the fence.
Sweetheart,
ready to go.
Put the fence up. I'm just telling you. I know exactly what you're feeling, but put the fence up.
All right.
I promise you will be happy.
And same with
that.
my trees. I've got these beautiful orchard that I've planted, and I really don't care about eating the fruit. So as long as they don't eat the trees, they can have the fruit.
Correct.
So I just need
just something
make
fun
a
to
deal
do.
with them that just don't destroy the plants like they did yours.
Yeah, I have never in 20 years of living out there had the deer come and eat flowers down to the nubbing. I mean, there's nothing left.
Yeah, they were saying marigolds too, because I thought marigolds were supposed to deter all the pests. So I even planted marigolds throughout my garden.
They are supposed to deter
do
pests and bugs and all that stuff too. But yeah, I don't know. We must have some like crazy hungry deer this year.
Well, and there's so much to eat.
I know.
Everything is so green
there's
everywhere.
17 acres of grass out here. Get to eating.
Well,
you know, like
I was surprised too, because we've got all these wild strawberries growing everywhere, which look really cool. They don't taste very good, but you would think those would attract the deer and raccoons and
no, they only want to eat what evidently you don't want them to eat.
Right, that comes from Lowe's with a price tag attached to it.
Yes, exactly. So, yeah, that was my morning.
Fun stuff.
But that's okay.
Yeah, this has been our Sheryl and I's 1 year anniversary. It was June.
That's awesome.
Last year, we were just looking at our Facebook memories the other day and the pictures of us driving away from our house in California.
Aww.
It was a little bittersweet.
Yeah, for sure.
But time's gone by so fast.
It has. It has.
So fast.
Well, we're happy to have you here in the area, and we're so happy that you all have generously, joined some of these service organizations that, help out along the way too.
Oh, it's an incredible group. Just how hardworking everybody is and how in sync everybody is.
Yeah.
We only meet once a month, but these events come up and then everybody's there and everybody's ready to work and pitch
That's
in.
right. That's right. And so if you are interested in joining the Kiwanis and helping our local youth, you can do that.
Look us up on Facebook, Jackson Kiwanis, and
when do you meet?
Second Tuesday, fourth Tuesday. Yes, fourth Tuesday of every month.
Is it still in the mornings?
No, we're in the evenings, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, and is it out at
the church? I think it's the Methodist Church. Trying to remember.
Go on the website, check it out.
Chillicothe Pike.
Okay.
So.
Very good.
Yeah, the website. I'll get back to you with accurate information.
There you go. All right. Well, Eric, thank you for spending the morning with us. We greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And make sure that you get the kids out to the event this coming weekend. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, free babysitting for 2 hours.
Hey, that sounds good. All right. Well, I see Jeremiah is here, so he must have some news. So let's have another break, and we'll be back with him in just a moment.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
All right, we are back with our good friend Jeremiah.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
How we doing?
You drew the short straw, so you had to come in and talk to me this morning.
It's all right. I've been on it a hot second, so
I know. It's
probably
good to
good
see you.
people come see my beautiful face.
There you go. Love that. So what's going on?
Well, we're going to talk some sports out the gate here.
Okay.
You know me, sports ball. So I'm going to read it as it's written here, so I don't get anything. I did have
Jeremiah talking about sports is awesome.
Yeah, no, it's great. That's why they give me notes. I did have to look up. There was like a Roman numeral in here, and I had to look it up to see what number it was because I didn't know. I don't know my Roman numerals. But it says the tournament trail finally came to an end for the Wellston Lady Rockets as they lost to the Williamsburg Lady Pirates. It was 7-1 in the Division V Regional Championship game, which was played on Sunday, June 1st at the Ohio University in Athens.
Mm-hmm.
So
they ended up having to postpone that game from Friday to Sunday
because of the weather. Yeah. And I did tune in Sunday on Total Media YouTube. You can go back and watch that if you're curious.
Yep, cool.
And it was like 4-1, I think, when I turned in. It was like the bottom and top of the fourth inning, and it just looked like there was a pretty good crowd there, and looked like they had great weather, and it was really
Much
good.
better day than playing Friday. My goodness. That was
So it
awful.
says this victory sends Wartburg to the state tournament next week, which I don't know if that's next week or this week. Probably this week, the way this is written, because it happened over the weekend. I'm not sure. Which is nothing new for the program, as the Lady Pirates are 3-time state champions. It says Wellston, meanwhile, matches the 1979 Golden Rockets softball team in reaching the regional tournament final.
That's awesome.
Wow. So it's been a while. So that's good. Good for Wellston. I'm a
They're
alumni of
incredible
Wellston,
team.
so go Rockets.
Yep.
On Sunday, Wellston scored the first run of the game at the top of the first inning with the help of an error, but the Lady Pirates answered with 2 outs, 3-run home run, which gave them the lead for keeps. Berg padded the lead in later innings with 4 more runs while keeping the Lady Rockets off the scoreboard. Berg was able to take advantage of 4 Wellston errors, which led to some of the Wartburg runs. The Lady Rockets finished their season 21-4 record and tied for the TVC Ohio Championship, and of course won the district tournament championship.
awesome.
So that's a little
So you
sports.
did that. You
We
sound
did
real
it.
smart.
Yeah, no. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Todd Compton.
Yes, Todd Compton, making me sound smart. So I know Pete's been on and talked about the other graduations. So I'm going to talk about the last one that we had coverage in. If you hadn't seen the Saturday edition of the Telegram, be sure to go pick it up. We got Wellston High School graduation on here, class of 2025.
Very cool.
Christina designed this nice little blue and gold on the front here. It turned out really nice.
It did.
Looks
really good.
Looks good. You can see the graduates, tossing their caps in the air, and we got a little video clip Adrian can play for those that maybe he didn't get to see it. So we can show that real quick, and the throwing. Yep. So I went upstairs this year. Somebody, a photographer that does photos for the school, said that there's been years that she's gone upstairs and took pictures and video of them
Very
doing the
cool.
cap toss. And I was like, I didn't think that there was enough time to run up there, which they changed the cap toss for, I graduated in 08 from Wellston. Used to be, we marched out of the gym out to the entryway, and we all kind of filled out there, and then we did the cap toss outside.
Okay.
And several years ago, they changed it, and now they march out of the gym into the cafeteria, and then they march back in, and then get back in their seats, and then they do the cap toss.
Okay.
So I had plenty of time to get upstairs to be able to get that shot there.
Very cool.
But if you
That's always so fun.
if you have any, let me find it here. If you have, so it's inside the B section. If you have any Wellston grads in your life, we've got a nice 2-page spread from the graduation in color. We're gonna put this up here in front of me so everybody can see.
Aw, look at that.
And this is a nice little story I did. It's about 2,400 words. Talks about graduation, outlines each of the valedictorian speeches, kind of sums them up. And we also have down here the complete list of graduates. And we also have a picture here. You might be able to throw this one on the screen, Adrian. It's a picture of a photo sitting in a seat. Did he send you that one? Yeah, there's a photo sitting in a seat. Yes. So this is they paid tribute to the late Olivia Montgomery.
Yes.
I'll tell you a little bit about Olivia here. I mentioned her in my story because they did do a shout out in her memory during the graduation. So Olivia Montgomery, she was a student in the class of 2025. She passed away in 2024 following a courageous battle with cancer, as we
Yes, she
know.
did.
And Wellston High School Assistant Principal Dusty Cremines had asked for a moment of silence in her memory at the point in graduation when they were presenting the diplomas. in which she would have received it.
Yeah.
And Kermeans did tell me that she did receive her diploma, after death. I can't ever say the word.
Posthumously.
Yes, I know what it means, but I can't ever say it.
Yes,
it's just like me trying to say sesquicentennial.
Sesquicentennial, yeah.
But her, and you may have, throw that picture back on there, Adrian, real quick. You may notice, her cap and gown there, her diploma, the picture. It's kind of hard to see, but there's some purple cords there. And all of her fellow classmates were wearing those purple and white cords in her memory. Her favorite color was purple, is what someone told me in attendance. So this class of 2025 in Wellston, so graduation up there, that was held on Friday evening, May 23rd. It was the 139th class of graduates at Wellston High School to walk across the stage. And they had a total of... Let me see here. I gotta find it. I feel like Pete Wilson looking over my glasses. I say that. Let me find it here. Let me find it. So they do best of class up there, which is essentially valedictorians.
Okay.
And they had, I think it was 5 in total. And you can put their pictures up. And did he send them named? Okay. So the first one should be Khan. So this is one of the best of class, Aaliyah Khan, I think is how you say her first name. And she plans to attend Ohio University and earn a degree in music education.
Yep.
And each of these best of class, they had several pages, and we tried to skim those down in the best that we could. Miss Khan here, she talked about the different lessons that she learned. She kind of broke them down into 3 categories. Be kind, be loving, be compassionate. She said, this world is so much bigger than high school, and she said to be honest, and she hoped other people would kind of follow those. And she also, obviously thanked her parents and the school and all the different people involved. Sure. Another best of class, Every Thane. She plans to attend Ohio University and major in nursing. And it was just she thanked everybody for being in attendance, and reflected on how quickly the years went by from being a freshman to a senior. She said, "You blink and it's just over." And she said, whatever, she told her fellow graduates, whatever your dreams may be, they are achievable through hard work and determination. And, thanked her family and school. Every single one of them, thanked everybody that helped them get to that point in life. Paris Justice was the third speaker. And she plans to attend the University of Rio Grande to pursue a degree in radiological technology. I don't know if I said that right. Additionally, this summer, she will also complete an EKG technician program at the University of Rio Grande. And, she talked about, let me see here. She went on, she took a couple of minutes to give recognition to the community, which had invested in each of the graduates. She also thanked, everybody that was involved in her journey, including God. And she said, let me see here. She talked about, to her fellow graduates, I couldn't agree more with the statement that people make the place. So thank you guys for helping Wellston more than just a small town.
Sure.
The fourth one to speak was Peyton Peck, and she plans to attend Ohio University where she will pursue a degree in nursing. And, she talked about how, everything that led up to this moment, how it feels surreal. And she also talked about how, she reflected on being in the 7th grade when COVID-19 hit, which seems, and she it seems like so long ago. And talked about the challenges that the class,
think about it.
I know, the class had faced, as that was happening globally.
Sure.
So, as I always like to refer to it, the dark days.
Yeah.
That's what I will tell my son one day when he asked what COVID was. Oh, that was the dark days.
The dreaded C word.
Yeah, it wasn't a fun time. And the final busted class speaker was Hannah Potts, and she plans to attend Western Michigan University to pursue a degree in sports medicine while playing softball. And she thanked everybody as well. Was really excited to be going there to that university because her older sister Maddie, if I recall, she either graduated last year or the year before last. She attends Kalamazoo College, which I guess is right across the street.
They're right across the street from each
And,
other. Yes.
She was really excited to be able to catch up with her sister
Yeah,
and
for
stuff while they're both at college there.
Yep.
And so this year, so it was Wilson High School Assistant Principal Dusty Cremines, along with help from members of the Wilson City School District Board of Education, presented diplomas to 111 seniors, and that counts Montgomery. And they, I know we're almost out of time here. Cremines also touched on some different milestones from the class of 2025. So they that they had over the course of the 4 years, and they had 530 graduation sills, over 2,036 service learning hours, and they boasted $72,000 in local scholarships. Wow. That's not counting the folks that may have received stuff, from the universities. Several students graduated with honors, and there was a few mentioned for military, and this kind of blew me away. There was a handful of students, I can't remember how many, I don't think, maybe 3, 4 at the most. I feel like 3 stood up. That in addition to getting their diploma, they were getting an associate's degree.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's awesome.
Through College Credit Plus program. And I can't remember years past. I guess in Jackson there was a handful that stood that was also, in addition to getting their high school diploma, was getting an associate. That's crazy because I finished high school, then went on to college and got my associates, and it took me a couple more years.
Yeah.
And these kids were
They're
already
doing
finished.
it simultaneously.
I know.
Yeah.
It's wild how much that's changed over the years. But I thought that was really cool. We got one last little video clip we'll show here, showing the seniors moving their tassels, and then we'll call it a day.
Okay.
We'll come back and say bye. And
very exciting.
Without further ado, upon recommendation by the superintendent and by the authority of Ohio Department of Education and Workforce, the Wellston City School District Board of Education has conferred the high school diploma to the graduating class of 2025, who is entitled to all of the honors, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto. Conferred this 23rd day of May in the year of our Lord 2025 in the city of Wellston in the state of Ohio. You may now move your tassel to the left side of your cap. Graduates, allow me to be the first to congratulate you on this tremendous accomplishment. Congratulations to all of you. Best of luck.
so there you have it. There's
So
your
exciting.
class of 2025 at Wilson High School. So
Love that.
We'll be back tomorrow. Pete will be back in to cover some more news tomorrow. So
Okay.
kind of gave him the day off today.
Hey, there you go.
So.
Give him a break.
Give him a break.
Well, Jeremiah, thank you so much for coming in and sharing the Wellston graduation. Very, very exciting
Yeah,
for
be sure
all of them.
pick you up a Saturday edition of the Telegram. And if you missed, so we did these spreads for all 4 school districts.
Yes.
So if you missed, this was the last one. We had to spread them out. We had one on Wednesday, Saturday, following the different graduations.
Yeah.
So if you missed those and you're seeing this now and you're like, oh, I'd like to get that as a keepsake, come on in to Stockmeister Plaza behind Burger King.
Yep.
Telegram office
We'll
is
get it
located
for
in
you.
here. We got some in the back.
Okay.
So.
Very cool. All right. Well, have a great day, everyone. We thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow morning. Have a great day.
Bye.